the entire agriculture, the land, water, air is completely polluted, leached with biomedical waste. It's hazardous, so it has to be handled or disposed the right way. Now imagine we are bringing all this together.
I don't know whether it is decomposing properly or what is happening to the earth, what we are doing as a citizens. I'm not too sure.
City corner or our street corner, it will stay without decomposing even for 20-25 years.
It's really shocking news for us.
My responsibility ends when I give it to my garbage collector.
Okay.
But I was wrong.
Okay.
So hygiene is in whose hands?
Yeah.
Is in our hands.
Okay. Welcome to StatZone Podcast Show. As you all know, this is a platform where we bring in a lot of entrepreneurs to understand their journey and learn a lot from them. With no further delay, I would love to welcome our special guest, Mrs. Lakshmiprabha. Welcoming you, ma'am. I personally have gone through your achievements to make the viewers understand. Lakshmiprabha is founder of Prithvimitra and Rent-A-Cutlery initiative. She is a TEDx speaker, Amazon best-selling co-author. She's an international licensed Heal Your Life workshop leader based on Louise Hay Philosophy. How this kind of thoughts came into your life?
First of all, namaste Lavanya. Namaste to all of you. Lot of gratitude to you for inviting me today in your podcast.
Thank you.
I'm immensely humbled and honored to be a part of this show.
Thank you.
So this journey of environment sustainability started in my life, starting with my family and myself in 2014. So this is dating back to almost 10 years now in this journey of self-realization as a consumer, how responsibly, how consciously I can be a change and my family can be part of the solution to the problem of pollution happening everywhere around us. So a casual TV reality show in 2014, a Sunday reality show, which we watched as a family. I never imagined it will be a big turning point in my life and no looking back after that. So that TV reality show actually showed how my house waste, which is tied in the black garbage cover and thrown outside my house, I was till that moment thinking that I am keeping my house clean by just clearing off the garbage. My responsibility ends when I give it to my garbage collector. But I was wrong. That show actually showed how the house garbages, the city's garbage mounting is dumped in a nearby village outside Bangalore, creating a landfill out of a beautiful village, which was thriving with life, which was thriving with elders, kids, plants, a whole ecosystem, spoiled by the not in my backyard attitude of the city's garbage dumped there. And I had tears rolling in my eyes. And something made me open inside me, opened. Okay, so really I'm not keeping my house clean, but rather my house garbage is dumped into another neighbor's backyard, which is another village, beautiful village. I also learned the entire agriculture, the land, water, air is completely polluted, leached with chemicals, creating diseases, killing animals, birds, crops, only for my convenience of keeping my house clean. That changed my entire perspective. And I started to think how I can be an instrument of change.
That's really great.
So then the strong thought came inside me. I believe in this mantra. How be the change that I want to see in the world. If I say something is not okay, my whole place outside, my apartment, my country, or my city is full of garbage, and I keep pointing the fingers to someone outside. So the journey towards the finger turning inside, taking the responsibility, started from there.
That's truly inspiring, because a lot of people we become emotional at that moment, and then we will just move on. But you have carried that emotional strongly within you, and you have transformed yourself, which is really amazing, ma'am. I'm really impressed. So how did you learn? Like it starts from home. Abdinrathu, you're clearly saying it. What is that? It starts from home. We have different kinds of segregations at home, right?
Yes.
We have, to my knowledge, I'll say what it is. Start from our kitchen waste, right? Electronic waste, e-waste, which we call it, and dry waste, medical waste, this textile waste, right? So on. So how does the each waste management has to be carried out clearly to make sure we are part of this environmental sustainability process?
Wonderful question, Lavanya. Thank you so much. So, I would like to share a quote here with all of you.
Yes.
When the student is ready, the master appears.
Wonderful.
And when I seek something, when I focus on something, doors of solution starts showing to me, starts seeking me. This is what exactly happened.
Okay.
Once I took the step as a family, as my personal self, if I have to be part of the solution to the garbage problem, mounting garbage problem, mixed garbage, where food waste, your electronic waste, your plastic waste, everything is mixed together. How can I be a solution? The doors of resources, knowledges, people, citizen organizations who were working towards solid waste management, the doors started opening. I started getting visibility of such people in my life.
That's really great.
And as an individual citizen, started taking initiatives to go and learn from them. Okay, what can we do? That was the only thirst. Okay, what can we do to be a solution? Waste management. I understood something very strongly. Imagine, Lavanya, there is a cup of mixed items into it. Say there are about 50 grams of tuvar dal. There are about 150 grams of chana dal. There is a 50 grams of mustard seeds in one cup, all mixed together. In another cup, imagine there are 3 more cups. Individually, you have each of the items separately. Tuvar dal in one cup, chana dal in one cup, and mustard seed in another cup. If I ask you from this first cup, you need to take and give me mustard seeds. How do you think it's possible, or how easy or difficult do you feel this process would be?
It is very difficult. I mean, segregating the mixed portion is difficult.
Okay. Now, if I ask you to take from the other 3 cups,
It's very easy, right?
any one mustard seed, if you have to, how do you think
It's
you will
very
be able
easy, convenient, and the time factors,
Okay.
our effort.
to? Awesome. I'm going to give you one more activity. In one box, you have the plate or clay.
Okay.
Red color clay, blue color clay, green color clay. Nicely, you're going to mix it, okay, and make one ball out of it and keep it in a box. There are 3 more boxes. There is a red clay globe in one box. There is a blue clay globe in another box. There is a green clay globe in third box. If I ask you from the first box to remove all the green clay from it, will you be able to do it?
It's highly impossible once it is mixed.
If I ask you from these 3 boxes, Lavanya, can you give me the blue clay?
Yeah.
Would
It's
you be
very
able to do
easy.
it?
Yeah.
Now, we'll come to the real scenario. Now, we are going to also tell why you'll be imagining why I'm taking a dal kitchen item scenario, why I'm taking a plate dough clay scenario. Don't you feel so? Why am I bringing this analogy? So now imagine your house, you have, what are the types of waste you generate, Lavanya, at home level?
Yeah, that
What do we generate?
for me, first comes is my kitchen waste, wet waste of peeling the vegetables and all those things. And after that, after cooking, there will be some no cooked wastage,
Milk cover, curd
milk
cover,
covers, curd covers, oil covers, everything.
newspapers, you'll
Yes,
have papers.
yeah,
Then there will be also a sanitary
sanitary
waste,
waste, yes.
medical waste.
Yes.
Do you think that will also be there?
Yep, yeah.
Now, so 4 types of waste you've told me. Now, where does this biodegradable waste come from? The food waste, your peel waste, your food waste. Where exactly it comes from?
From
the
a-
fruits and vegetables?
Yes,
Where does it come from?
it is from the earth.
Okay. And after it is thrown, where it has to go as an end of life cycle,
Wow, that's a beautiful question. It has to go back to its original place,
which is the...
earth again.
Now, coming to your paper plastic waste, where does it come from?
It's come from the manufacturing unit. They with lot of
Made with-
no, made with chemicals or whatever it is.
Petrochemicals?
Yeah.
Taken from the earth's surface again? Yeah?
Yeah.
Fossil fuels? So, ideally, what is the end of the life cycle for that?
It has to properly, decomposed with certain elements because it's not directly decomposable.
So, it has to be recycled,
Recycled. Yeah.
right? Because it's man-made.
Yeah.
Now, what about the biomedical waste? It is hazardous.
Yeah.
It has
it's
human
hazardous.
remnants
Yes.
in it.
Yes.
Human waste in
Yes.
it. So, where exactly should it go according to you?
It has to go properly segregated to the hospitals.
ஸோ லாவண்யா நீங்கள் சொன்னீங்க ஒரு ஃபுட் வேஸ்ட் எர்த்லேருந்து வந்தது, இட் ஹேஸ் டு கோ பேக் டு தி எர்த். வெரி ரைட்லி செட். பிளாஸ்டிக் பேப்பர் வேஸ்ட் இஸ் மேன் மேட். It has an end of life cycle. It has to be recycled and put back to some use.
Yes.
That is ideally. But other things are happening that we are not getting into too much.
Yeah.
That is how it is. Biomedical waste, it's hazardous.
Yeah.
So it has to be handled or disposed the right way. Now imagine we are bringing all this together in one place as a mixed waste. அப்போது என்ன ஆகும் அப்படின்னு உங்களுக்கு ஏதாவது ஒரு, do you have a guess as a common man? Food waste, plastic waste and biodegradable waste, I'm putting it together. What will happen? Do you have any guesses?
I don't know whether it is decomposing properly or what is happening to the earth, what we are doing as a citizens. I'm not too sure.
Awesome. This is how the exact situation I was in when I started getting resources, knowledge, wisdom on this whole concept through the mentors, the citizen organization working on solid waste management.
Okay.
And very shockingly, Lavanya, I learned that a banana peel, a simple banana peel, if thrown into the mud, actually will take only 7 days to decompose and become mud back.
Okay, banana peel becomes a mud back, is it?
Yes. It decomposes completely back
Wow.
into manure, mud in 7 days.
Okay.
Okay. But the same banana peel, if it is mixed with the plastic waste, e-waste, all other waste and dumped in the landfill or say in the city corner or our street corner, it will stay without decomposing even for 20-25 years.
It's really shocking news for us.
Now, I'm sure you would be able to visualize the Perungudi landfill in Chennai.
Yeah.
How the site of the whole place is.
Yeah.
The smoke coming up. The vultures going and, preying on so many things. Human beings, cows, dogs searching food from the pile. Imagine the damage. Every one of us. This is not to create a guilt, but it's about a responsibility from each of us.
And awareness. What you're supposed to do.
This is exactly how I felt when I started learning about it. So then, okay, now that is why the analogy of the individual clay and the different types of grocery, when waste is mixed, imagine a house waste is mixed, it is thrown. Imagine a whole lot of apartment or association waste,
Yeah.
dumped mixed waste, and a human garbage collector, the municipality worker, putting their hands into the waste and picking out high value waste like plastics, metals to recycle. Is this humane from my side? That was the biggest opening. So don't you think it's easy if we give each waste separated, segregate our waste into wet waste, at least to start with wet waste and dry waste, and hand over to your municipality worker? Imagine how easy or how convenient it is going to be in managing a city's waste. What do you feel?
It's true. It is responsibility of every citizen.
Awesome.
So I just want to this reminds me like how we do very particularly on doing a medical wastage in our at home. What we do is 4 years back it started as an exercise for us. Especially this initiative was brought by my husband. He was reading a newspaper something. I think dogs, they were eating something from the garbage place where we dump everything, and the needles, the medicinal needles or some needles were went into their throat, and it was creating a lot of issues. And that shook him so badly, how we are just like that, throwing the medical waste and all the wastage, like all wastage dumped in one bag. He wanted to cautiously segregate all the medical waste what is happening at our home, and we directly go to an hospital, and every 3 months or 6 months we just go and we say no, we don't want this medical wastage to go somewhere like just like that in normal dustbins. It has to properly be recycled, or properly it has to been done, right? So
Disposed, yes.
disposed. So me and my husband go, we give it, and my husband takes it very clearly as a part of his initiative. We kept a place separately at our home. We keep all our medical waste, segregate medical waste.
Fantastic.
So now it really we understand what exactly as a citizen we have to. It is not about only medical wastage. It has to go with the electronic e-wastage, what we call, right? Your dry waste, wet waste. I think please help us to understand more as an individual person at home. Let's discuss only about our home initially. What sort of steps as a citizen or as a human being I can take at my home?
Fantastic. First of all, I would like to appreciate you and your husband.
Thank you.
And can you take a moment to pat yourself, acknowledge yourself that you and your husband have taken this initiative?
Yeah, thank you so much. The credit goes to him, and I'm just part of his initiative and his thoughts.
So when we go beyond us for next to us, that's where the whole magic of change making happens. Yeah. So to answer your question and coming to the most important thing, yes, as at a home level, what are the things I can do? Very simple as please segregate your waste into dry and wet. As per solid waste management law rule of India, we segregate waste into two types, dry and wet waste. And segregated manner, the waste has to be handed over to the municipality garbage collector.
Okay.
Or your housekeeping who collects the garbage. Source segregation is the big key towards a step of change making towards no landfill or a cleaner city.
Ma'am, I have a very, very basic doubt, ma'am. When we say dry waste, can you help us to understand what is that real segregation?
Dry waste is most of the things, all the things that can be recycled or reused. Like your paper, newspaper waste, your paper waste, metal waste, plastic waste, Tetra Pak waste. There are more than 100 plus type of dry waste.
My God.
If you have a chance to visit your nearest dry waste collection center,
Okay.
or your nearest Raddiwala, or the place where they take the dry waste, you will be able to see they will segregate it further. You will give it in one cover.
Okay.
But it's segregated further. Now coming to further more detail on milk covers will come.
Yeah.
juice boxes will come, Tetra packs will come, curd covers, oil packets will come.
Yeah.
Ideally, for it to be recyclable, you have to make sure after you pour the milk, you have to rinse it a bit. Even you can cut open and put it in the sink.
Okay.
Many times we wash the hand in the kitchen.
Yes.
That water itself is enough to rinse it.
Okay.
And you turn the packet and put it on your tile or allow the water to drip. Once it dries the next day, please put it in the dustbin.
Okay.
Similarly with curd packet and oil packet.
Okay. I rinse it, but why should we dry it? Because I don't dry it actually.
It's a hygiene factor.
Okay.
One is it may take 3 or 4 days to reach the dry waste collection center from your home. Till the time, if it is wet or with oil, milk, so what all pests will come to it?
Okay.
What is the smell that will come to it? Cockroaches may come,
Yeah.
rats may come, mosquitoes may come.
Okay.
So hygiene is in whose hands?
Yeah.
Is in our hands.
Okay. So it makes even more easier for the people who
Recyclability.
recycling manner. Okay.
Exactly.
We are talking about the rinsing the covers and all these things, right? I wanted to share one of the thing what I predominantly follow.
Sure, Lavanya.
And the milk oil we cut the edge, but we don't cut it completely, and the
Fantastic.
small piece of that it's
Yes.
decomposing, taking so many years of being
Recycling, yes,
recycling,
and
right?
yeah,
And the recycling, it's taking time, and some of the times அதை வந்து animals வந்து சாப்பிட்டுடுது, and that is more harming them inside. இதெல்லாம் பார்க்கும்போது தான் then we again cautiously it's been almost more than 5-6 years we are cutting that we will cut the milk cover like this.
Yes.
So that it is not cut
The whole
entirely.
part of the cover remains.
Same as
Beautiful.
a thing. So
This is a great contribution, Lavanya. I thank you so much for that because, as you rightly said, we do not know as a citizen or as a practitioner in the kitchen, we have this tendency to cut off the corner covers.
Yeah.
So this is true with every other packaging, grocery packaging, packaged food that we buy and use in the kitchen. And as you rightly said, the small piece, thousands and millions of pieces comes together from each home.
Yeah.
And very sadly, they do not get recycled unless it is consciously taken.
Yeah.
So it is always best the whole packaging remains intact and you use the items from inside. It's a beautiful shift you have done, Lavanya, towards
Thank you.
change
Thank you so
making,
much. Now we are trying to little understand our kitchen waste, dry waste, and wet waste, and all those things. Do we see this textile wastage at home, like number use pandra dresses, clothes, or whatever it is, napkins, right? Anything. How does that impact the environment?
Sure. Before we get into that actual question, I would also like to give a continuation of the type of waste that we were talking.
Yeah,
That there is a study done by Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, IASC, and they have done a sample study wherein they have testing of the whole process of the garbage generated in a house. And they found out that 65% of the waste generated is only wet waste, which is kitchen waste,
Oh,
the majority.
okay.
The 35% or 30%, 60% or 65% is wet waste, 35% or 30% is dry waste, which is recyclable. To tell you the truth, not every dry waste is recyclable. The thin plastic covers, which are actually banned, the single use,
Yeah.
they are not recyclable.
Okay.
Okay, and 5% is your hazardous waste or sanitary waste. Now coming to your question, textile part of it in our house, the best way I would like to bring in the concept of the need and the want, Lavanya.
Okay.
As you and me as consumer, if I want to buy an item, whether it is a grocery or a dress or any item, can we bring into awareness or consciousness whether I need this item or whether I want this item? If we are able to bring this, our consumerism pattern will see a huge shift.
Okay.
for the better. Shall I give you an example?
Yes.
I'm going to ask you something, Lavanya.
Yeah, sure.
You have your wardrobe. Say there are about 5 dresses, elegant wear for your 6 dresses for your outside work, office work,
Yeah.
your professional work. You have about 3 to 4 dresses for your in-house usage. You have about 4 to 5 dresses for your ethnic wear, special occasion
Special
wear.
occasions, yeah.
You require this, or you just added this to your wardrobe for the like of it.
As me, as Lavanya, I'm not so much overwhelmed with the dresses or costumes. I just buy only for my need. The desire part will be very minimal until unless there is some functions or I need to go with little more ethnic or traditional way, then I may have to think. But otherwise, I'm a buyer with who satisfies with my needs.
Beautiful. Now, beyond this set of dresses, what we discussed, you are seeing festive season is coming.
Yeah, yeah.
You get a gifting from
Yes.
your relatives
Yeah.
or your friends.
Yeah.
So, does it become a part of your need or your want?
Someone is gifting it, I would love whether it is a need
Yes,
or
it's an
desire.
emotion.
It is an emotion.
You go outside, you see an ad or you see a person wearing that particular dress. You intend to go and buy it.
Okay.
Do you think that's a need or a want? A desire or a need?
It is a desire. It is not a need.
Right? And it keeps adding to your
Yeah,
wardrobe.
yeah,
Similarly, any item, if you bring this reflection of a need and want, the consumerism bias.
Okay.
My biggest realization in this whole journey of sustainability in 10 years is consumerism is the major cause for the entire pollution. The problem of throwing, use and throw, convenience factor, the whole landfill. According to me, it's the biggest realization that I as a consumer. So that's where strongly the reflection started coming in for the need and the want. So, and it is a journey, Lavanya. It has not happened in a day.
Yeah, it doesn't happen in a day.
It has not happened. Was Rome built in a day?
No.
Was our own country to wherever advancement we are in right now, do you think it has happened in a day? No. Everything takes time to build. So are we, right? Are
Yeah.
we, the day we born, the next day are we like this? No. So everything takes time. But it's that day when you are ready to change.
Yeah, agreed.
That intention, that makes a difference.
True, agreed. So, ma'am, I just want to know, as see, when we talk about textile, is there any kind of materials which is good to go as a consumer? Like we have silk, cotton, grape, I mean, lot more, right? This kind of materials, if a consumer consumes more, it's more better than. Is there anything like that?
So, to honestly share with you all, again, this is, I would like to tell that this is my opinion and realization to what I am sharing with you all. Always the choice is yours.
Yeah, agreed.
Ideally, for us as a human being, anything natural fiber
Okay.
is good for us. And when we wear that, it's also good for the environment.
Okay.
How? When I wear a dress made out of cotton, how health-wise it's good for me because it's breathable. A particular material, dress material is breathable. That's very important for us as human beings' health because our entire body has pores in the body and the flow of air, blood circulation, everything is related with the breathability of our fabric.
Okay.
I have done that as a consumer, so I'm sharing with you.
Yeah, sure.
The tights that I used to wear, I understood the breathability. It was made of some polyester and other materials.
Okay.
And the breathability factor of that whole material onto my body was affecting my blood circulation.
Okay.
Again, it's a realization. I'm not trying to share the scientific facts here. This is as per our culture and wisdom from our elders. We used to wear breathable cotton.
Okay. Yeah.
And when this material, the tight material which I used to wear, I did find lot of uncomfortable health issues for my own body. So also when we wash that particular material, there are microplastics and microfibers which gets washed through the water system
Okay.
into the oceans and the earth.
Okay.
Your choice as a consumer has a butterfly effect on everything around me.
Agreed. Completely agreed.
So one small step with me as a consumer has a ripple effect on everything around.
Okay.
When I shifted to more looser clothes, blood circulation improves. More breathable clothes, all the more good. My whole body was also feeling that breathability, which is again related to the blood circulation and other things.
Yeah.
So it's a ripple effect. And when I wash a cotton material, more biodegradable material, even the microfibers that go are degradable
Okay.
unless it has a mix of other materials. So this is my experience and realization in these years of journey as a consumer.
That's great, ma'am, to know. And I just want to know, since we are talking about the materials or clothes, how do we recycle it? Is there any process where we can go and lend our all used or which we just like the throw with all the garbage, right? Is that idea, or is there any other different way we could utilize it better on recycling those materials?
So there are multiple aspects we can look into it. One important thing is it is in our culture and tradition, Indian culture and tradition, that we have made sure any sari or any bed sheet, which mostly they were cotton in our earlier, before 30 years ago, 40 years ago. So mostly they were reused as doormats or pocha clothes or cleaning clothes, dusting clothes. They were reused to the maximum till it gets completely worn out, and then it is thrown.
Yeah.
You understand the life of that whole item, the textile has been maximum used, which is a best wisdom from our elders we can actually reflect upon.
Okay.
Second important thing is we always also had in our tradition, at least I remember that I used to get dresses used by my cousins into my life to reuse it.
Okay.
Since I had a brother, I couldn't use his dress, but his dress used to go to other cousins. As a extending that life, provided that was good.
Good, yeah.
I mean, that was usable condition and good. That was there in our practice. Now, when the joint families became more nuclear families and so many, that whole concept is now going. But still, if you feel there is a needy organization like an orphanage or your own relatives who are ready to take, or any of your work helpers who are working in your house, good quality, usable condition clothes, if you can give, except leave out your inner garments.
Yes, yeah, of course.
Only the outer garments, if it can be donated or given another lease of life, please see if you can give that. That way, you extend that whole life cycle. If it is faded, unusable condition, you have to send it with the dry waste along with your garbage collector.
Okay.
In fact, if you know, actually, the fast fashion is one of the most polluting industry in this earth.
Okay.
Earth, water, air. We understand, right? The colors of the clothes, the dyes that go washed away into the water system, completely spoil the ecosystem, marine life. Where does the vegetable grow in that system? That again, who's consuming? So it is like a karma. What goes out comes back.
Okay, so we used to complain that the quality of food or the quality of fruits are not that great what we used to have in our childhood days. So it is like what we did to the universe, it is giving back. This is the quality I can give you because this is what you are doing to the nature.
Exactly. Very well, you can create a tote bag or a reusable bag for your simple nearby shopping, and no sew, no stitch. Enough videos are available in the internet.
Okay.
where you can create and extend that life of the unusable t-shirts, but which you can make it use as a utility item.
Okay.
So there are multiple ways, Lavanya.
Thank you.
And also, I would like to share there are businesses nowadays making accessories, bags out of denim, your jeans, then out of cotton saris, a new lease of upcycled products.
Yeah.
So, as I said initially, when I start seeking as a consumer, that seeking starts coming to me.
That's great. Thank you so much. So, what are the other cautious things we can do when we are stepping out of our home? Now we have discussed what we can do inside our home with our all the wastages or the how to recycle things to our best. But what is it when I'm stepping out as a human being, or what are all the factors we could avoid in our lifestyle?
So there is a rule of three that my mentor has told that, the rule of three, Lavanya, simple steps. Say no to single-use disposable water bottle. Say yes to reusable water bottle. This is step one. Say no to single-use disposable tissues. Always carry your own handkerchief wherever you go. Say no to single-use disposable covers and carry your own bag, reusable bag, wherever you go. You can have a small bag folded and kept in your bag so that any shopping or any items you want to buy, you can always buy in that. Lavanya, by these three simple steps, I and you as a consumer from the home level, imagine how much we will impact by saying no to single-use disposables.
Yeah. This reminds me to ask one more thing. We can talk about the house cleaning liquids, or what we use, chemicals.
Cleaners?
Yeah, chemical cleaners. So you have any tips for how to avoid such items? Because I've read somewhere, and I think you will be the right person to educate us.
Sure, Lavanya. So I'm going to go a little bit deeper into this whole concept by giving a small introduction of how toxins enter our system, the human body and the environment. So are you ready for it, Lavanya?
Yeah.
So now coming to very simple, beautiful method of making your own citrus peel natural cleaner. All you require is 300 grams of citrus peels.
So we have a very sustainability challenge for our audience. Please join the
everywhere around our street corners, you see a lot of allergic diseases coming. You see a lot of lung infection and asthma coming. Why?